Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Shannon Clemens signing back in. Some people call me the nomadic author. Some people call me mental. Why? Because I like to do a lot of thinking. And today, I just basically want to do a little rambling about some of the things that I see going on. And because you never, I mean, seriously, I watch some of these YouTube videos. And I admit, some people give out good sound advice and everything. Then some people give out questionable advice. And then you got other people who you have to really question, why are they even on here giving out advice in the first place? You see, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people like to do these YouTube videos because they like to actually help people. They might want to help them in making the right career choice. Help them in getting in some of the things they might have forgotten in the classroom, or probably just even be helpful in trying to help you pass your test so you can get into a certain career field, regardless of whether it's the trucking industry, computer technology, auto mechanics, airplane mechanics. I actually thought about becoming an airplane mechanic once. Because I wanted to get all my licenses and everything. I said I'd learn how to drive, then get airplane mechanic license, and then be able to fix airplanes, and also get my pilot's license as well. Learn how to fly. Then I also wanted to go out on the sea, get my seaman's license. So that way I can have both air, water, and land all covered. But that stuff those goals take time. And right now I'm delving into this trucking industry. But reason why I had to question some of these stuff that these people tell you, because some people just like to meddle in other people's business, and some people just like control over other people, the control that their advice gives them over somebody else's life, But ultimately, it comes down to whether that person wants to listen to you or not. So, and some of the stuff that I hear, I have to really question it. Don't get me wrong, because I got some good information. I got some good helpful tips from quite a few people on here. Regardless of whether you are black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, or Mexican, or whatever you want to call it. But let's just take this whole scenario into our perspective. Let's see. What was that? Oh, by the way, I'm loving this, the brand new truck, because it gives me this right here. You see this? Normally in them older trucks that they normally throw the company drivers in, you can't see this. That shit is all black. It's from other people's dirty hands and all that other stuff. This is brand spanking new. And I'm loving that, because I don't have somebody else's dirt covering across my shirt, But anyways, now I know that was a little out there, but it's just something that you gotta appreciate about new trucks. Now, the situation I want to bring up and just make note on is this situation. I'm just going to use it as an example. Selena Gomez. She done lost her mind, they say. Like, she done lost her mind, they say, went into the crazy house. And over her ex-fiance about to get married to somebody else, and turn out he had already done got married and everything. They just didn't hold the ceremony public, you know. And they want to hold another ceremony, which would be probably more public, and their families will get a chance to look in on it. One of these days. But they say that she done got so distraught that she went into a hospital, lost her mind, all types of stuff, and I'm like, wow. But if you actually pay attention to her last Instagram, she talked about certain things, you know, and it was like, you can see it then, she's like feeling lonely. That's what that woman was, you know, she was lonely. I mean, so don't get down on, hold up. You hear that little whining noise? Nah, I just made a video about my first major repair, and Freightliner was supposed to have to fix that. Obviously, they didn't. So, nah, that's something else I'm gonna have to take up and get and let Breakdown know about what's going on, because I swear that noise gets irritating sometimes. And but anyways, with Selena, I feel sad for that woman, cause you know you got to think about when she was going through that little ordeal, when she was actually engaged to Justin, and during that time he was hanging out with his boys, swaying from chandeliers in hotels, throwing wild parties, and what else? Oh, hiring prostitutes and all the other good stuff. And then you got to look at her for what she's going through. She's also went into the hospital because her white blood cells count went very low. Now, if don't nobody know what your white blood cells is, your white blood cells is your immune system. Now, they are your antibodies that actually fight off diseases and everything. And so if she's got a fiance that's laying with all types of prostitutes and then coming laying back in bed with her, what do you think is actually going on? What do you think? Think about that shit for a minute. What type of advice would you give that woman? I hear nobody talking about that. That's her health, you know what I'm saying? If her white blood cells count is low, it's so low that it can actually kill her, that means she can contract just about anything that comes her way. And that's another reason, you know, it's to the point where she could end up having to live in a bubble. You know, I know she'll probably get mad at me or whatever, so I hope she don't, you know. I got mad love for that woman, you know. But, hey, it is what it is. I have to look at it for what it is, you know what I'm saying, because she almost literally died from, you know what I'm saying, her kidney went out. And it got to the point where she couldn't find a kidney. Her fiance, I know what, look, you up on stage. You get the message, your fiance just went into the hospital, she's sick. Are you supposed to continue on doing the show and then gonna continue on going on down the line and finish out your tour? I'm just looking at the decision making behind that. You know, this is the woman that you love, and she done got sick, and like they said, she almost died from that. You know, and so the fans had to speak up for him to finally say, okay, I'm gonna go see her. This your fiance, man. What the fuck? So that really didn't make no sense. And then while you're out on the road, you're doing all other types of stuff too. So you gonna come back and lay down in the bed with her? Now all of a sudden, when they broke up, everybody begged Selena to go back to him. Okay, they begged for her to go back to him, and she at first would not go back. This when she finally broke down. He flirting with other women in the damn crowd while they together. How much did you really want to get back with her? You did all this begging just to flirt with other girls in front of her? Be serious, man. That's the reason why she stormed out of there. Mad, pissed off. She just wasted her time again. But then she still wants the guy. So I'm just looking at it for what it is, you know. Love will do a bad turn on you, you know what I'm saying? Because that right there is unreal. I'm sorry that this video is kind of like turning out dark. You know what I'm saying? It's dark out right now, you know, everything, and I'm trying to get on down the road. But what I'm saying is you got to think about that. Not even a month later, was it a month or two later? Literally a month. He all of a sudden up and just got engaged to another woman. Then turn around. So if he got engaged, that means he's in love with this other woman. He wouldn't just up and just marry somebody just for the fuck of it. And then turn around and got married not even 2 or 3 months after that. So now you gotta wonder what was really going on. He was messing around with this woman while he was with his fiance. He turned around and got somebody pregnant. It might have been her, I don't know. Or it might have been somebody else. I don't know. But he done got somebody pregnant. The woman had a baby by him. The whole situation is fucked up. You know, everybody, some guys be like, man, why you hating on that player, man? Why let him go ahead and play the field? I'm just, look, dig this here. I was put on this earth for women, not for another man. I don't care what way you got to see it. So my heart goes out to that woman, and I look at the whole situation for what it is. You know, and I really hope that she don't get pissed off at me for talking about Justin. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her heart and everything. And everybody know when it comes to a woman's heart, you don't talk about my man, goddammit. I'm just saying, he ain't your man. He's somebody else's husband now. You're in a position where you would be a mistress. Who knows? She might just want to be a mistress. I don't know. I'm not saying that she do. You know, I'm just saying that could be it. I don't know. I really can't tell you. But I'm just looking at her health. Not just her physical health, but her mental health as well. You know? And it doesn't look good. I only want the best for that woman, you know? Because another woman that's going through that is Miley Cyrus. Woo wee. And that woman was hotter than a firecracker. You know, but hey, at the same time, you know, that's their lives. That's how they want to choose to live. But I'm just saying, she finally broke down and settled down, which was good for Miley. But Selena, I hate to see her go through these things, you know. I look at it and say, you want to do right by people, but these people are not doing right by you, but you still chasing around behind. You should let that son of a bitch go. Let him go. You let him go once, let him go. God damn it. Don't turn back. Quit turning into a pillar of salt, woman. It says she mentally got calm and relaxed again, and she done got over that whole entire situation. I'm glad for that, you know. And so she'll be get ready to come home soon. I'm glad for that too. I would love to date that woman, but hey, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. You know, it's not in the cards for me. You know, so I have to look elsewhere. So, because I will actually do right by the woman, whether she believe it or not. You know, I really would. You know, because I'm getting too old to be playing these games. Some people talking about, well, you'll play it for life and all this. Man, look, Dick, you see, I'm trying to be a player for life. You end up being lonely in old age, and nobody wants that. So I hope she get everything straightened out and move on like she's supposed to. She said that was her first love and all the other good stuff, but guess what? Everybody know that first love is your puppy love. That's not the real love of your life that's gonna come around. You're gonna have something way better come along down the line. It's just gonna take you to own up to it, you know? Move on and actually run into that right person. You know, so that's on that's on her. Because right now she's literally going through some serious problems. Like I said, her white blood cell went down. And white cell is created in your plasma. Your plasma is what's creating your antibodies, your white and red cells, blood cells. But your plasma is created by your bone marrow. Your bone marrow is created in, guess what? Your bones. So it's something somewhere. One or a few of her organs is out of whack somewhere, and the doctors really need to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? It might be a bone disease that the doctors haven't diagnosed yet. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Because lupus is something that's really not to be played with. And being in the celebrity spotlight that she's in, you know, they have her doing certain stuff as to where it goes against what's right for her health. So she actually was talking about leaving certain areas of the celebrity scene or whatever, but I'm just saying she does not have to leave. You know, it's just that the other people have to respect the fact that she's in a position to where she can't do all the stuff that they want her to do. And there's a lot of celebrities out there that's still celebrities, big time names in the industry, and they don't do half the shit that they were making this woman do. You know? And a lot of that stuff from the celebrity scene is really behind the scenes. So that's something that you have to think about too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a cover of a magazine. It's stuff that's going on behind the scenes that nobody's telling you about. That trailer looked like it was on the ground. Anyways. So it's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, it's like they talk about this Harvey Weinstein guy. They say he was fucking the dog shit out of just about every celebrity woman out. and using his power and might in Hollywood to get what he wanted. So, you know, and so I'm just saying, There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that nobody's talking about. You have people on YouTube talking about it, but it's not in the light that some people want it to be, you know. And it's very, very negative, talking about blood sacrifices and devil worship and animal rituals and all the other good stuff. And man, I can't really say what any of these people is. I'm not in the celebrity A-list Hollywood scene, so therefore I can't say what's really going on. But I know one thing: Cat Williams sure talked about it. And you know, he is a big time name out there, and he's not just the only one that talked about it. It's several people that talked about the type of stuff. Another one is Corey Feldman. He talked about what's been going on for years. He said it was, and it is, and it will always be the number one problem in Hollywood, which was what was that, child molestation or something like that. My heart goes out to that woman. It really do. I want what's best for her, wherever she might be at. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of other stuff that's going on out there in Hollywood too that nobody's talking about, you know. Well, actually, it's been talked about a few other people too. Ashton Kutcher was another one. That Pizzagate and all the other. So they said they came to me, an actor, to get in on this stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. He said he's trying to figure out why me. But hey, he's doing what he. I mean, it's several people out there, and he's one of the A-listers too, you know, and out there doing it big. He got a very lovely, very, very lovely wife too. He got divorced from a very, very lovely woman, you know. He's now with Mila Kunis. Oh, I used to love me some Mila too. And but he got divorced from Demi Moore. And I used to love me some Demi Moore too, especially when she played in Striptease. I was like, oh. But anyways, you know how that go. She's married and Mila's married, so I let that go. And all those. Anyways, I'm just looking at the whole Selena incident, though. You know, I know it's hard. I know it's hard because I've been in love many times over, and I've had my heart broken many times over too. So I know it's hard to move on. I'm just not the one that's gonna be sitting out there trying to stalk you and all the other good stuff. You can forget that, woman. No, so I really do hope I believe that lupus can actually get cured too. It's just the doctor's not. It's being got the hands tied by government legislation and all this red tape that's going on, and they can't do what they need to do because we made it illegal for certain things to be experimented on, so you can try to figure it out. As to where you might have to go to another country because that other country doesn't have those restrictions or those laws in place, and you can actually do something. So I believe that's what's going to end up happening. She's gonna have to go to another country to get cured because America got too many red stipulations, too many red tapes on a lot of different areas that's hindering these doctors from actually curing certain things. But then you got to also look at it for what it is. The medical industry is a big time money making industry. If they cure the disease, then you're not continuously coming back into that hospital buying the medications and all the other good stuff. So they make medications that cure the ailments but not the actual disease and it ends up keeping you coming back and forth into that hospital, paying them doctor bills and all that, and buying all that pharmaceuticals and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to keep yourself well or healthy or whatever it is. And then years down the line, after so many people died from the medication, or some doctor came out with some information that showed you that there was a conspiracy going on, and that's when things start changing. You know, so like I said, I love that woman for what she presents out in the open, but I don't know that woman behind the scenes. I would love to know her, but I just don't. And my heart goes out to her. I hope she gets over all this nonsense, because she shouldn't have to go through this. Seriously, she shouldn't. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That was just one thing I was talking about, you know. But my rambling was just talking about how people just give out this information or advice without actually really giving much thought to it. You're right. You know, if somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody don't like what the hell you got to say on your channel. This is your channel. Easily unsubscribe, get the fuck off, and all the other good stuff. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm just talking about something that's been going on. You know? And me, I'm subscribed. Yeah, I'm subscribed to a lot of these truckers out here, YouTube. And I tell them sometimes when I do comment, just because I don't comment all the time, like a lot of people do, doesn't mean that I'm not watching. Because I am watching. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, just feel, you know what I'm saying, not so much feel, but just hope for the best for Selena, and that she gets everything that she deserves in life, you know, because a lot of stuff that she's been going through is very undeserving, and it's just not right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.